So it's 2022 and interest rate has been going up and up. Properties has been short, so there has been limited properties on the market. And all my life I wanted to own a house. So it was post COVID, 2 years after COVID, 2022, and the market has been still going crazy. Interest rate has been going up, and I needed to buy my house. As I said, all my life, I wanted to buy a house, but to find the deposit has been an issue because we needed a deposit of 10% of the property value in order to buy a house. So I have been manifesting a house for a while. And as I said, the property um, interest rate has been going up. And I decided that I am gonna have to buy a house in in 2022. And this was in I started searching for properties in February of 2022. And I started, obviously, we had some deposits saved, but we needed a bigger um, deposit. So we started working, um, putting a lot of work in to get this massive deposit so we can get the house that we desire. So I've been manifesting this house. I've prayed about this house, asking God that I need this house. And when I was going around looking when I was doing the searching for the property that I wanted, there was not much house. Every time I go to visit a property, somebody put in a higher bidding and I was outbid. So I decided that no matter what it takes, I need to get this house because I was living in an apartment at the time and we needed to get out of that property. So I um I went and prayed about this property desired, asked asking God that I needed this property, and we worked towards getting this property, and I mean work really hard. So what I started to do was looking at properties, constantly looking at properties. I know in the end that I needed a 3 bedroom house because we had 2 children, and so we needed a boy and a girl. So we needed 3 bedrooms. So regardless of what it was, we just needed 3 bedroom house with garden and stuff like that because we were living in an apartment and we needed to come out of this property. So we kept looking for properties. Every house that we found, um, we were outbid, or we didn't even get the opportunity to bid for this property because there was so much 200 people turning up for one property. I remember going we went to visit to view a house, and there were like 50 people came to view this property. I mean, the house was amazing, really, but you know, the interest rate was going up, so I suppose everybody was trying to buy at that time. So I knew it was difficult, so we had to push. So kept praying about it and believing that it we will get this property. Um, Believing. And how do I believe? And I see the property that I wanted in my head. It's all in my head. See the property that I wanted. Believe that I will get that property. We will move in there. We will have a 3-bedroom house. And what we did was, I remember there was, we went to view this property in this area that all these years I have been working in that area, but I did not like the accent. So I declined an offer previously to live in that area. So because there was a shortage of a house, I went to this area looking for a property. I found a property, made a bid on it, and I did not get it, unfortunately. But yeah, it was one of them things where I learned from my mistake. I probably should have bought the house ages ago, but because of I didn't like that area really. So forward to 2022 now, buying this property. As I said, we prayed about this house, waiting for work towards it, because manifestation work by seeing what you want, believing in it, accept it, and then it will come to pass. So I knew that we needed a 3-bedroom property because we had 2 kids. So we needed a 3-bedroom property, and I've always wanted garage. So I wanted a garage, 3-bedroom property with a conservatory and garden. That's what we wanted. Prayed about it, and in 2022 May, we put in an offer onto this property after doing so many searches and so many views. May 2022, I gave up hope of finding a property because we kept visiting lots of houses. Either the house wasn't right or we were outbid. So we came to this last option because I was giving up hope, and came to this property, this particular property that I'm in now. Came to view it, and then put in an offer. Wasn't expecting to get this house, and because I was like, oh, it's not what I wanted really, but it's okay. So put the offer. I think it was on a Friday we came and viewed the property. And when we viewed the property, we realized that the owner wanted to sell quickly because they were in a chain. So they bought a house and they were waiting for this property to be sold in order for them to move on. So after listening to him, we put in the offer on the Monday. So that was a Saturday. For Friday, we went to view the property. Monday, we put in an offer. We put in an offer, and we put in an offer for a bit more on what they asked for, because on the previous property that we've viewed and bid, we was not getting we were all outbid. So this time I'm like, okay, this is the last property I'm gonna look at for now, and put in a bit more than they've asked for. And this was the Monday. By the Monday afternoon, I received a call from the estate agent that they've accepted our offer. And thank God, I was so happy. And it wasn't the area that I wanted to live in, but God always knows best, because I've been asking for this house. I needed this house because I was living in an apartment. It was post-COVID. I needed to come out of the apartment because knowing in COVID we're all locked up, and this property was our way out. So I was so happy that we got the offer. We won this offer for this house, because all our offers we've all been outbid. So I they started the paperwork and everything, and there was an issue, and it extended from May. It was June, July. We kept pushing to get this property. There was a problem with the bank, and we needed to get this property as soon as, because it was the last opportunity to get on the property ladder for now. So in the end, I remember praying about this and waiting, seeing myself in this house. I went to view the furniture that we needed in this house. I look at the telly, the settee, the fridge that we needed. I needed new furniture, really. So I went and looked at all the furniture that I needed, the paint. I looked at every detail that I wanted, because at one point, even though we won the bid and we put in an offer, we thought we wasn't gonna get the house. But I've worked hard for the house. I see the house that I wanted. I knew that this house was gonna be mine. I knew how the house was. I started looking at the furniture, as I said, and putting everything in place to move in this property. It takes a while from May. Remember, we got the offer, won the offer, and then we were waiting because there were some bank issues. And at one point, we thought we're not gonna. The seller was gonna pull out. We really thought they were gonna pull out, because they waited. They were really patient, and I kept praying. And I remember I was worried, and I was watching this preacher in Jamaica one Sunday, and at a Sunday service, and he spoke to the camera, and he said, "Whatever you're waiting for, God is gonna see you." And I knew and I felt it, that he was talking to me. He said, "It's coming. Just wait a bit longer. It's coming." And I felt it. He was all thousands of miles. I live in the UK, and he was 20,000s of miles all the way in Jamaica. And he was speaking to me through the Spirit of God. He was speaking to me. And I thank God that after he said that on that day, not long after, I got a call that everything has gone through, and we can pick up the keys the following day. And this was in October. We moved into this property in October of 2022. And the reason why we were able to get this house is because it was simply a manifestation. I see the house that I wanted. I knew I wanted a 3-bedroom house. I prayed about it. I accepted. I believe it that I will get this house. Why did I believe? Because I see myself in the house. I feel good with thinking about the house. And whilst I was waiting out that long process, thinking that, oh, maybe I wasn't going to get the house, that time, I kept believing that I will get the house. I see myself in the house. I knew how much bedrooms it was. I kept fixing up the house in my head. I went and looked at the painting. I started buying some stuff for the house, even though it wasn't, the sale did not went through as it was confirmed as yet. But I started doing all that. But it was through faith. Faith. And what is faith? Faith is you see it, you believe it, and you accept it. I accepted that this property was mine. I accepted that I wasn't gonna view any other property, because this one, I've put the offer in, and I won the bid, basically. And I was waiting and thinking that, at one point, that, maybe I wasn't gonna get a house because the people that might pull out from the sale. But I trusted in God, believe that I was gonna get this property, and it was manifested in October of 2022. And thank God, through that manifestation and believing and putting hard work, the Bible said you should ask and it shall be given, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall open unto you. And thank God, I am able to share my story of how I manifested this property with you. And I hope you've gathered something from this video and you're able to manifest whatever it is that you want in your life. Whatever it is, if it's a new job, if it's a baby, because I've manifested a baby before, I've manifested a university degree, I've manifested my job before, I've manifested a car. It all happened. As I said, the Bible said, ask and it shall be given unto you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall open. So I seek. You cannot, nothing will come to you though. When you ask, you have to do something about it. So I work towards it. I work hard. I go to work and try and do extra shift and do, extra on the side just so we could get enough money for this deposit, for this in order to buy this house. So whatever it is, I hope this video can inspire you to get whatever you need, and you can manifest your whatever it is that you need as well, just as I did. Okay, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, thank you.